Ricart system.
Is it a Ricart system or the
The Rothert is the John Deere, it's green fit to run Green Star.
Okay. He said there's iGrade and Xterra, I think. It's something. We're gonna have another Panasonic tablet in there.
Okay.
Running for mapping and everything in the fields.
All right.
I think that your deer guy is gonna help you out with that.
Alright.
Because your guys are gonna have like you said, a tablet in there,
Yes,
right?
sir.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was talking with Brad about that. He said he was gonna get it all set up.
So as far as your your gear guidance and everything, you're going to know more about that than I do with your experience.
Okay.
And so I'm not going to get into that.
That's okay.
iGrade, you're going to know how to do that.
All right.
Once we get everything set up, everything should run
Smoothly. Okay.
But as far as tractor settings and all that good stuff, I want to cover all of that today.
That's fine.
I mean, how much have you guys run this tractor? Any at all?
Zero.
Okay.
I've watched a couple videos on it, just getting on YouTube, searching around, because it's a new setting to me. Every time I've ever land leveled for anybody, I've had a 9000 series John Deere and a pivot dump pan. So it's a little bit new, which I've heard good reviews about this Challenger tractor.
It's a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't here when we had the demo out here last fall, so.
Yeah. All right, so obviously Jeff and fuel right here. These are lockable. I don't know if you want to do anything there. Right here is your air filter for your cab.
Okay.
So keep that in mind. And then I don't know how dusty it gets around here, but also inside of there is a button that builds pressure in the cab.
You hit it, it's right there by the AC controls, and
You'll
it
hear it.
blows everything away from the cab when you open the door, right?
Yep.
You've done your research, huh?
Just a little bit.
Yeah, he knows more than we
Yeah,
do.
you want to teach him?
So, yeah, that's if you're running some real dusty stuff, pulling
okay.
that, I would recommend that.
Okay,
Keep
cool.
a little pressure in there so that
Awesome.
stays out of the way. Let's just ease around the front here. Your front linkage here, no service needed on it.
No grease fins on the ball joints or none of that?
No, it's all self-service.
All sealed and everything?
Yep, all good there.
Okay.
Trying to think. Steering stop should be good.
Okay.
Everything there as far as your turning radius. You'll notice when you start running this thing that you'll have a little bit of a pull-in effect on this. I mean, it's going to pull that front end around, and you'll
spin around faster.
You'll feel it kind of pull a little bit. Okay. That is normal.
Okay, so, that's normal.
Yep. So, as far as dust in the cab or in the cooling package there, similar process to your Deers. I mean, keep them blown out good and keep them clean in there, and you shouldn't have any issues as far as cooling goes.
Okay.
So, air filter, your engine air filter is up on top there, so in the engine compartment.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, at least you got a big wide tire to stand on there.
Yeah. It looks like you might be able to stand on the fuel tank a little bit too.
Yeah. Come around this way.
Batteries and stuff.
Yep, batteries are in there. Just pop this pin out, fold that ladder up, and it'll sit right there against that. Your hydraulic fill is right here.
So you don't fill from the back there?
Nope.
Okay.
This is hydraulics here.
All right, cool.
Yep.
I was wondering what that was.
Yeah. Come on around. Obviously, you've got your 3-point raise and lower here, and then this is your one of your remotes, and I'll show you how to set that.
Okay.
Pick which one you want in the terminal to be controlled back here.
Now, is that side and that side all the same?
They'll all be the same.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then air brakes and everything back here.
Yeah.
And
this is going to be your power beyond right here.
okay.
So that's what you'll need for that valve block
Okay.
on iGrade.
All right. So that's your extra power beyond.
Correct.
Okay,
Yeah.
not a problem. And now there's not a set pattern on these hydraulic cylinders. You can change them in the computer, right? So any one of those can be 1, 2, or 3.
Right. It's going to take you some time to get used to this because you're used to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on your Deers.
Yes, sir.
This tractor runs off of colors, and they're
Okay.
also assignable. So you get back here and plug all of them in and you realize, well, I want to change that to be on this one, I'll show you how to do that in the monitor where we can, you know, let's say you plug something into this remote,
Right.
and you realize that I want that on this fingertip. We can change it so that you don't have to come back here and switch remotes.
Okay.
We just do that from the cab.
So that side your Power Beyond, what are those?
Those are going to be your case drains.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
free
your
flow
direct return.
Yeah.
Okay. To keep all the pressure off everything.
Yeah. I never know what to call them. Everybody calls them something different. Free flow return, case drain, whatever. So.
Cap drain.
Yeah, whatever. So, what am I missing back here?
Air ride cab.
Your ISO bus is right there. Yeah, you got your air ride cab. That's your ISO bus plug there.
Okay.
But with you guys running through, I don't know what you want to. I noticed that leveler does have an ISO bus plug, so you'll probably run that through your
Green Star.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you wouldn't plug in there.
Okay. But anything else you weren't running through Green
Yeah,
Star
I mean,
goes
you
right
could
there.
plug it in and run it through our monitor.
Okay. All right. And then I'm guessing that's just your trailer lights with your air brakes and everything.
Yep. You guys gonna have anything with air brakes?
Jake's talking about having me move around fertilizer trailers and stuff since this tractor has the ability to set air brakes and move it, and we don't have to drive everywhere with the fertilizer hoppers. Just put it in the field wherever we need it.
Yep.
We got a dolly that can handle it, he said.
Yeah. Oh, they're great for roading. I mean, they're good.
Well, this tractor, runs 36 on the highway or something?
31, I think, is
31,
what it is.
31 and a half, yeah.
Yeah. Don't leave out that half.
Hey, that half makes a difference.
Well, so regulation is 50 kph, and that equates to 31 and a half. So. All right, I think that's pretty well good back here. I mean, those are the biggies there.
That's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'll show you how we can change which remote they control
there.
in the monitor there.
Okay.
I'm trying to keep it simple because you won't remember it all, but I'm sure we'll be back out here at some point, or a phone call or something to help you.
Right.
Well, we got the video going.
Yeah, that'd be good.
That was smart.
All right, I guess we can go ahead and hop up in the tractor here. I'll tell you what, open that back glass up there. You can sit there and I'll hang through the back. Yeah, if I can just get up on that quick hitch
Up or just turn the key on?
Let's just turn the key on.
Okay.
Maybe a little bit on sound.
Alright.
Alright, so everything over here, always remember this side of the screen is going to be where you change things. Okay?
Just this side.
Yep.
Okay.
This is going to be your this will be all of your like readouts and quick references and things of that nature.
Okay.
All right. And we'll set up some quick jumps here in a minute. But if we want, and obviously you got your C1 and C2 cruise speeds. Okay.
Okay. I set that with this button.
Yep. So we'll get it out here and drive it around here in a minute. But basically, let's say you wanted to engage cruise speed 1. You would press that one time and it would light up yellow, and then when you bump it to the right, it would engage it.
Okay.
If you want to engage cruise speed 2, once we get moving, you would click that twice, and
Okay.
it would jump over there, and then you
Okay.
bump it to the right.
Got it.
And obviously, again, we can change direction right there, speed up.
But you got to click the button in the back to be
You're
able
exactly
to do
right.
to do anything to go forward or backwards.
You're exactly right. Okay.
All right. So now I noticed the 3-point hitch and everything. It says locked. How do you unlock and lock everything?
It should.
Oh, there you go.
There.
All right.
I think once we crank it,
Okay.
we'll be able to unlock it.
Okay.
We'll deal with that here in a minute. All right. So if we want to change something, as far as tractor settings go, double click. All right.
Okay.
And that's going to bring us to here, and that's our 3-point hitch. Then if we want to change hydraulics, here's where we change our hydraulics. And these are, for example, valve, or the yellow valve is at 37 gallons per minute
Right.
to the plus and negative side. If you want to change that, you can change that and drop the flow.
Okay. So that just controls how. Once I got my auto grading engaged, that'll adjust how fast everything moves up and down.
This will not, because you're going to have an external valve block.
Okay.
I think that's going to be through here.
Okay. Okay. Normally it's through there, but
Right.
that's if I got the disc hooked up. That's
Right.
how fast I'm going to pick up at the end of the block and
Yeah,
everything.
and like, I don't know what you've done with your deer in the past, but like if you know it takes 4 seconds to drop that deer, or that planter, that disc,
Yep.
right? We can set a timer right here, 4 seconds, and then as soon as you touch that
Okay.
or
Pick
do
it up.
that, you don't have to sit there and hold it.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. But you've got to
I guess that's all good.
unlock it. Let's see. We may have to have the tractor cranked. Bear with me, I come from the Massey side. This tractor's a little bit new to me too. Let's see here. What am I doing?
Well, that just.
Alright, so I'll tell you this while I'm thinking about it. This controls, so let's say you want it to be, as soon as you touch that, you want it to shove all the oil to that cylinder, you would change it to that.
Okay.
If you want it to be a gradual ramp up in oil, you would change it to that. So if you have it on this and you go to raise your disc, it's going to slowly start and then it'll start raising quickly. If you have it on this, as soon as you touch that,
It's going up. Okay.
So like for your wing folds on your disc, I don't know if you have anything, I would probably run them on that.
Okay.
But for raising and lowering it, I would
Right.
have it on that.
So, but I can set this. I can set this one to do that, but this one I can set to do it that way.
Right, you just click here, and that would change that.
Okay.
Click here, and you know, but you gotta click on it. You
Okay.
know?
You got to click each one.
Right.
Why isn't that unlocking? Is it because there's nothing plugged in?
It's right here.
Oh.
There we go. That button, I just remembered.
Okay.
Right there.
Okay.
And then when you come back, if you know that you only want that, you don't want to accidentally hit something on that valve, then you can lock the individual ones.
Okay.
That's yeah.
Okay.
I'm still getting familiar with these tractors myself. So this one's on a timer. If you don't want it to be on a timer, click that. Now it goes back to
Constant flow?
constant. You would have to sit there and hold it to raise that disc up.
Okay.
This button right here, priority.
Yep.
So if you're running this is kind of, it doesn't sound like you're going to be doing anything that you would need this, but like let's say you were running an implement with a motor that's constantly running off of a hydraulic valve, you would want to give it priority so that when you go and do something else with another remote, you don't rob flow from it. You always keep that same speed
Okay.
running through that remote,
Got it.
and you don't rob it from something else.
All right. Now, how do you
sorry, go ahead.
How do you change, like these 4, I know these are 4, but we got 6 back there, right?
Let's see.
5?
You've got 5. Yep.
Okay. Now, I
Okay.
see,
That. Let's see here.
where's my 5th lever at is what I'm asking, because there's only 4 right here.
So you got 2 right here. I'll show you.
Okay.
And so let me just explain that to you. So you know how I was talking about you can change these colors?
Yep.
So right here's where you do that. Now this one controls the green.
Okay.
All right, and then this is 2 remotes here too. All right, so 1 right here and 2 is this way.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense.
But like you say, you've only got 5 remotes, so you're going to be missing one down here. But if you wanted to program this one,
I can set it to the 3-point hitch.
3-point hitch, and that is a very nice thing because
I don't kind of.
yeah, you can feather it with this.
I'm used to the deer. The deer has that, which
Yeah.
is I didn't know if I could do that. That's nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the way I would set it up, probably. Let's just go ahead and do that. Boom, right there. So now you know this one is your 3-point.
Put this one back to red. Okay.
Does that make sense?
No, that makes perfect sense. And now that I know where these 2 are, because that's what I was like. There's which one?
Right. Yeah.
So
Okay. Good.
I'll reset everything once I figure out how I want it all. But now that I know how to do it,
This is that exterior control I was telling you about back here on the fender.
okay.
This is you change it which one you can.
Which one of these?
Right.
Okay.
So now when you go to the back of the tractor, you can run whichever valve you want.
Okay. Understood.
That's pretty much it on hydraulics, I think, unless you've got.
We're not gonna have nothing off the front except that weight, in which
Yeah.
this top one right here is the front.
So I'll have to look. I don't think you don't have the 3-point hit. Yes, if you had the 3-point hitch that moves, yes, this would be it. But
That
the
one,
way,
that one don't move.
I would have to look at it. I don't remember. The way you take that, if it doesn't, the way you actually take that off is you unbolt it, put some pallets or whatever up there, and we drop our front 3-point suspension.
Okay. Okay.
Hold it right here.
Oh.
See that, and it'll drop it.
Okay.
So just raise it.
Press and hold.
This should raise it back up. Yeah. So you'd raise it up, put you some pallets under there,
Okay.
undo the balls,
Yep.
drop your front 3-point down and sit it right on there.
Okay.
Or take a forklift or something and snatch
Right.
it off there. But I don't think you guys are going to take it off.
Now, what are these for right here?
That is for a battery disconnect. Don't mess with that unless,
You're changing the batteries or something?
yeah, or unless like you need like a hard reset on something or.
Okay.
just-
Put a piece of tape over that.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So that's the hydraulics, which I understand that. So we can go back out here.
And if you ever get lost,
Home
there's your
button.
home button.
All right, and I went through and set I figured out how to set the screen.
Mm-hmm.
I was messing with it one day after work just to figure it. That's why it messed me up. There wasn't a radio, and I was like, oh, it's on. Everything's.
Here's the quick way to change your volume right here.
Yep.
So,
And the hang up and
Yeah.
mute and everything. So 3-point hitch info. Which
so
is that. Okay.
there's your.
That's how I set my speed of everything. And
Yeah.
okay.
And lock and unlock it right there.
Okay.
And
Okay.
this would give you, just like I told you in the hydraulics, this will give your 3-point hitch priority over your
Hydraulics.
hydraulics if you're
Okay.
using both at the same time for some reason.
Okay. Not a problem. That's just fuel consumption.
So
What's
I will explain this to you just a little bit here. So this gets a little more
technical?
complicated.
Okay.
All right, so let's say that you get to the end of the field, or let's say you start in, you're pulling your disc, right?
Right.
And you know that you've got to drop it in the ground, and you know that you want to engage cruise speed 1, and you know that you want to engage an auto guideline.
Right.
You can program that in a sequence here so that when you hit this go button, it does all of that.
Even with this green
I
stuff?
don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Brad can answer that.
I do know from talking with my colleagues that this button should work for you to engage auto guide.
Okay.
Now, as far as putting it in a sequence,
We don't know.
I don't know. I would
Okay.
like to know that if you could let me know.
I'll figure it out. They let you know.
Or
'cause-
maybe I'll come back out here whenever you start running and see. But
Okay, so that's just to set a synchronous up. Set down. I can set it to set down,
yeah.
cruise control.
And what
Auto,
you would,
and
so
then pick up
there's
at
a
the
way
end.
you could record it, just hit record and do it, or the way I like to do it is edit offline, and we want to add one right here, so we change that. Let's just say we want to drop this to the negative side. There's our sequence 1. So as soon as you hit that, it's going to do what that valve is set to do in your hydraulics.
Okay.
And then we're going to add another here. And we're going to say we want that one to, let's see, what did I do wrong there? I want to, okay, yeah, that's right. I want it to engage cruise speed 1. So let's say I want it to set cruise speed 1 at 5 miles an hour, and then I'm going to add one more here, and I want it to engage auto guide. Autos, nope, right there. Okay. Now,
That's fine.
now when you hit that go button,
It's going to do all that.
it's going to do all that.
Okay.
Now you would also, if you want to end, so you get to the end of the row, you want to pick that disc up, you want to engage cruise speed 2 to slow down a little bit, hit the end, turn your steering wheel, get it turned around, hit go, do all that. So that's more of an advanced setting there, and like I say, I'm interested to know if end and go will work with your John Deere guidance system.
Now that we can go back. Now that, how do I, where was I at? That one?
Go to tractor. Like I said, anytime you want to make a change,
Go to tractor.
go end, go. There
So
you
none
are.
of that's saved.
Nope.
Okay. That's what I was wondering.
I'm pretty sure
What's TMS right there?
that is our tractor management system. So
Okay.
that means that it is engaged, and right there is that button as well. So let's talk about that a little bit. So always keep this in auto.
Okay.
What that means is that is our CVT transmission working with the engine, and when the tractor will tell the engine when it needs more horsepower, it's going to raise your RPMs automatically. So these things are smarter than me and you combined. Just
Leave it in auto.
leave it in auto.
Now the CVT, is it similar to an IVT for a Deere, or is it completely different?
It is. I don't know about the technical stuff, but from what I've been told, it is a little different. As far as your operational goes, yeah, you can get to any speed independent of engine RPMs.
Okay.
But as far as the way it works and everything, technically, yeah, there's some differences in there. I couldn't tell you.
No, I couldn't tell you that either, but I can. This is how I set my cruise control.
Wherever you want to have it at.
Oh, okay, sweet,
Yeah.
awesome.
And then this, you probably won't do much shuttling, but let's say you wanted to, if you were going 6 miles an hour forward and then you threw it in reverse, you could change that. I only want to go 3 miles an hour when I shuttle to reverse.
Okay. And this is my shuttle switch over there.
Or we hold that and flop it to the left.
Okay.
Right there, that shuttle.
Okay. All right, and instead of an A, B, C, D, or a 1 and 2 forward, my aggressiveness would be like my A, B, C, D, and a deer.
Usually like B or C is good for this tractor.
Okay.
When that controls, like if you're in 1 and you push that thing forward, it's just barely going to creep forward.
Okay.
But if you're in 4 and you push it forward,
You're going.
You're going.
Okay.
Another thing that gets people all the time, now that we're talking about transmission, this is foot pedal mode. Okay?
Okay.
So if you touch that and you push forward, this tractor isn't going to go anywhere. But if you push down on the foot pedal, it'll go forward.
Okay.
But sometimes people get in here and they're like, oh, tractor won't move. What's going on? Well, it's in foot pedal mode.
Okay. Well, that's good to know.
So, but that is nice for hooking stuff up. I highly recommend hit that foot pedal mode, and it's a lot easier to inch back with that foot pedal.
Okay.
This right here, people say, well, I can only go so fast with my foot pedal. What's wrong with this thing? It's because you only have it set at minimum.
Oh, wow.
If you want it to work all the way up 31.5 miles an hour, push that baby all the way forward.
Okay.
This is not a throttle. That's your throttle. This is your.
That's like a field cruise, like the John Deere has the little knob on the side.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, not exactly, because this is gonna. You've still got to press the pedal down. This is just gonna limit how fast the tractor will go.
Okay. Now we don't have to worry about nothing with a PTO because we don't have a PTO.
Yeah. And then this is just a set RPM. So if we set that to 760 and press that, it's going to jump it up to 750.
Okay.
But you probably will never use that for what you're doing.
Okay.
Leave it in auto, like I said.
What's that one right
That's
there?
going to be your, I believe that's your slip percentage.
Okay.
I think.
Okay.
Don't quote me on that. I would have to look that up.
So that's just going to... Oh.
That's your DPF. Or I'm sorry, your
Air
air
filter.
filter.
So that, it'll tell me if it needs to be blown out.
Yeah.
Wow. And coolant reserve, that tells me how much coolant's in the tractor. Which,
Fuel.
okay, so I can set my implement with.
But that, I think that calculation is only for like how many gallons per acre are you burning, right?
Right.
That calculation, you still need to set it for your implement width when you're pulling that disc.
So I can add an, I guess I can.
Oh, sorry. Yep, there you go.
Rear drawbar. Okay. And then I'd set how. I guess that'd be a rigid.
Rigid, yep.
And then I would set.
Yeah, working widths right there.
I don't even know how wide. Hey Brian, how wide's that pan?
How wide is that pan?
I don't even know, but
16 foot maybe?
yeah, I think that is. No, that's a 16. 16 foot.
There you go. Alright, so this is your distance back.
So how far it is from the steering?
From the hitch
Okay.
to the center point of that pan.
Okay. So now that that's in there.
Hold on, I gotta change positions here. Gotta let it go and sleep. Alright, there we go.
So now that we know that, do we have to have those numbers in there?
No, because you're not gonna be running auto. Put them in there, get them close as you can. I mean,
I think it's a 16.
Okay. So from
I'm gonna say just call it. I would say 20 foot.
And then what's that one right there?
That one is your offset. You don't need, that thing's gonna pull straight behind you.
Yeah.
It should, so
Yeah.
you don't need an offset.
So that's it for that.
Yeah.
Okay, so now it will calculate how much fuel I'm burning with
Right.
that.
Per
And
acre covered. Yeah.
now if I wanted to go in here and add, I could add in another
Yep,
one,
Yep, yep.
and I could put my disc in there and switch it. Okay. All right,
And then you can do gallons per hour or gallons per acre there.
it even keeps track of how much DEF I burn.
Yeah.
And then I guess to zero everything out, just press that button.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine. That's cool.
I need to find one other thing for you. I did it here the other day, but I don't. Let me go, if you don't mind. Let me
No, go ahead.
home.
I'm just
Okay.
being nosy of learning this thing myself.
All right. Where did I go to set this up? So I want to put you some quick jumps in here. No,
Nope,
no,
that's-
nope, 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 nope.
That's fine. This one?
Yes. All right. I'm going to change this. We can change it back if you don't mind.
Yep.
Okay. No, that's not it.
It switched you to the. Try it now.
Okay. All right. Here we go.
Now we got two of the same.
Okay. So let me go. So if you wanted to get to this page real quick. All right, now let's say you needed to change something real quick on those hydraulics. There they are.
Okay.
So as you get familiar with this and you find pages that you realize like, man, I need to get to that quick, just get it over here and then hold down until it appears right here.
Okay, so to get back to
Uh-oh.
where was my fuel thing at?
There you go.
Now I can just hold.
There you go. Now, there you go.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
And like anything else that you need, you know. These are your cruise speeds. Those would be nice. Oh yeah, radio would be good. Oh, you're gonna put that over there, okay.
And then perfect. Nope, not what I wanted to do there.
Yeah.
There we go. So now to get to everything I want.
Yeah. And if you find something else you realize you're using more, just load it in there, you know.
Oh, that's not what I wanted. Home. All right.
That's pretty much it as far as the monitor goes. I do want you to drive it around a little bit.
Oh, you know what is?
That
Test.
is if you're hauling something.
Okay.
Or-
Okay, like a grain cart or something.
Or like, also, this is a European kind of thing.
Yeah,
You-
we
you're
don't.
not- yeah.
We don't need that. And then I'm guessing that would be like
That would be auto guide if you had our stuff.
right. And you guys use Trimble
Or Novotel.
or Novotel? Okay. See, I spent a lot of time. I went to ABAC,
Yeah.
and I worked on a cotton and peanut farm in Rochelle,
Yep.
and I was with Stubbs Farms, and they used Trimble. So I got
Case.
really they was all John Deere,
Oh, really?
but they like the Trimble GPS, and I got real familiar with that. Which I know Green Star, but not like I know Trimble, which ain't a problem.
We should have just put Trimble on here.
It wasn't my decision. All right, yeah, it's been killing me. I've been waiting to drive this for a while,
Well,
for 2 weeks.
Yeah, let's get it out here, and I mean that's the hardest part. The rest of it, you got all your air conditioning controls up there, obviously.
Now, is there a menu inside of here too?
Yeah, there is. So if you press one of the fan buttons up, and it should pop up. Is it showing anything? Do it again. There you go. See it moving?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. How do you edit your time in this thing? Because it's like it's on military time.
Oh,
Oh. Okay.
So, hold on, there it is, 24, there you go.
Okay.
And I don't know if it'll change it up there or not.
Well, we'll see.
No, it didn't.
No, it just knocked it down.
Hold on.
Okay. You hit that button right there. And then
Hold on. Let's go back. Where did I go? There. Did it change? It changed it 12 hour. We're in English.
we're just not on 12-hour
There's
on.
something we got to do on the dash, I bet, to change that.
Okay, we'll figure that out here in a minute.
I can call somebody and find out.
You know what feature I really do love about this?
Oh, the mirrors? Yeah, that's nice. So also, if you don't like those,
Hit that.
you can do it here. If you're bumpy going across the field, you can just do it over here with your hard keys.
And then those slide out,
Yeah.
which I'll worry about all that once I get my thing hooked up, which ain't. The hell is that?
Oh, okay. Some of them slide out. You don't have. Some of them extend. Too.
Yeah,
You
these
just got-
extend, it, but
yeah.
we got the manual
Yeah,
extend.
yeah. Okay.
And then
That's your so your headlights. You can adjust
where they point.
where
at.
they point when you're
Okay.
going down the road. So if you got something heavy and you're holding the front of that tractor up, you can adjust them down.
Okay, that's cool. All right,
Okay.
let's give her a driver on and see
All right.
how she does.
See if I can get down from here.
The one thing I don't like is where they put. You want me to let the 3-point hit you
Yeah.
down?
Hold on. Hey Ryan, can you move that right there so you let the 3-point down? Pull the button. There you go. Yeah, that makes it easy.
My one complaint on this tractor is how far up they put the hydraulics and how far in you gotta reach. That is my only complaint so far.
Yeah. So the 900 series, they're on back. But you're not the only one. It's kind of a. So you do know this slides, right?
Yeah.
That is nice when you are.
Yeah, I like that. Now I got that support over here. But just saying.
You know this moves as well, right?
Yeah, I can pick that up and slide that forward, and then where is that? That's all the way forward. That's as far as I can go right there, unless I move that. Which you got almost 45-degree, 50-degree turning in this seat, unlike the John Deere, which I like that.
That's kind of. I don't know if we could change that so it would hit or not.
But that's a lot of turning radius.
And that seat, as you get in, is going to adjust automatically.
Okay. No, that's
So,
like John Deere's active seat.
Yeah, you'll hear it like making noises. It's just registering your weight.
Okay. Oh. Yeah. Cool. All right.
All right, let's drive it around.
Yeah.
Cramping up yet or what? Sweet ground. I'm like, you're standing here, I'm like, how long do you think he takes it up
Try
to?
guys.